Hi and welcome to Tuesday Team Talk. My name is Kim Wilkins. Today we're going to touch on the DISC personality profiling. A couple of weeks ago we did the color profiling, and in a couple of weeks time we might do the animal profiling. So everybody's a little bit different on how it works, and you just find out which one works best for you. So a personality profile is a comprehensive assessment that provides insights into an individual's psychological characteristics, behavior tendencies, and emotional attributes. It offers a structured understanding of your unique traits, your preferences, and ways of interacting in the world. Now, the DISC profiling that has the four quadrants, it's D for dominant, I for influential, S for steadiness, and C for compliant. So they provide a platform for individuals to explore your core personality, your work preferences, and your strengths. It helps you identify how others may perceive you and how you work with others and where you may need to adapt to suit the team that somebody else may lead for you. Now, D is for dominant. It is quite a domineering, demanding type of personality. They are direct, decisive, they're doers, results-driven, firm, strong-willed, and focused. Their priorities is getting immediate results. They like to take action. They challenge themselves and they do challenge others. They're motivated by power, authority, competition. They love winning and they love success. Their fears, though, is loss of control, being taken advantage of, and vulnerability. And the limitations is lack of concern for others. They can be a little bit impatient and a little bit insensitive. So overall, the dominant do see the big picture. They can be blunt. They accept challenges and they get straight to the point. So at least you know what a dominant is. Now, I is for influence. They're more impulsive, irritating. They're more your fun people, the ones that like to have the teams and will work and have fun with it. Because they're inspirational, they're interactive, they're interesting, outgoing, enthusiastic, they're optimists, high-spirited and lively. So the priorities to them is expressing enthusiasm. They love taking action and they love encouraging collaboration. They're motivated by social recognitions. They love group activities and they love friendly relationships. You'll notice that they are charming, they're enthusiastic, their sociability, they've got a lot of optimism, and they're quite talkative. So the limitations, though, they can be a little bit impulsive, a little bit disorganized, and sometimes a lack of following through. But basically, the behaviors, they show enthusiasm, they're optimistic, they like to collaborate, and they just like being ignored. Excuse me. So S is for steadiness. They can be a little bit slow, a little bit sensitive, but they're stable, they're supportive, they're sincere, even-tempered, they're accommodating, they're humble, and they're tactful. So their priorities to them is giving support. They love maintaining stability. They enjoy collaboration. They're motivated by stable environments, sincere appreciation, their cooperation, and their opportunities to help. Their fears, though, is they don't like the loss of stability. They don't like change, loss of harmony, and they don't like offending others. The limitations is over-accommodating, tendency to avoid change, and indecisiveness. So basically, they just don't like being rushed. They have a nice calm approach, and they've got a very supportive actions. C is for consciousness, so they're very calculating. They can be a little bit conceiting sometimes. This is more your accountants, people who want to see the science, because they're cautious, they're careful, they're conscientious, they're analytical, they're reserved, they're precise, private, systematic. So priorities to them are ensuring accuracy, maintaining stability, challenging assumptions. They're motivated by opportunities to use expertise or gain knowledge, attention to quality. Their fears is criticism, being wrong. The limitations are overly critical. They have a tendency to overanalyze. And they can actually isolate themselves as well. So the behaviours is they enjoy their independence. So if you've got a team member that loves just working on their own, leave them there. That's their strong point. They are objective reasoning and they want the details, and they fear being wrong. Now, we talked about that you normally have one dominant personality trait, but quite often we have a couple. So if you have a look here, you've got a dominant and influential. So between them two, you'll find that it's quite an active type of person. Between influential and steady, you'll find that they're very people-focused between those two. So if they've got steady and compliant, they're quite reflective. And if you've got compliant and dominant, you're very task-focused. So you have one dominating personality, but you've always got a little bit of others. So you just work out which best suits. So you've got 6 benefits of a profiling assessment. And this is more individual. So since the very origin of DISC, because it was rooted in recruitment, it's not surprising this is one area where it's widely used. The DISC profiling enables companies to find out about the various personality traits of an individual. It can help find out the ways in which an individual would react to new challenges or how he or she is likely to behave in a team situation. And it helps candidates to integrate with their jobs better, for they can find out the match between the areas of strength and how they would benefit in their new role. This is working with others. So one of the biggest advantages with the DISC profiles is that it gives specific insights into individuals' interpersonality and communication skills. What this means in turn, that is, using DISC, we can find out how 2 personalities will interact with each other. So DISC profile can help individuals of potential problem areas, and while also suggest different types of approaches that can help build better working relationships in an organization. So many people think that the job of DISC ends with just the recruitment process and it's a one-off thing, but nothing can be further from the truth. It also plays a key role in ongoing assessment in the program. So organizations bank upon regular profiling in order to be informed on a specific individual's performance in their particular job. This kind of regular profile enables management to come out with strategies that will enable to keep the employees motivated and to be best in their productive. And this is very much in life. So you've got an 18-year-old who's left school and this is their first job. They're going to be very different 5 years later. Person in network marketing who's just joined, never done it before, a little bit scared, so their true DISC personality hasn't come out yet because I'm not really sure. But I can tell you, give it 6 months to a year, and they know exactly what they need to do to build their business. So this works very well as well. Now the sales angle, a lot of people don't tend to associate DISC with sales because they think it's a HR tool, but it can be nothing's further from the truth. The DISC profile also plays a key role in sales too. It does by enabling the team member to learn about the buying styles of the client. They can find out what are the points of stress that a client faces or a kind of relationship that a client is looking forward to. And this is very much the same with bringing on new team members. You need to find out what their stress points are, what works for them, because you've got to work with this client on their level. So based on this assessment, the salesperson can then tailor their selling style to suit the specific needs of the client. Now, I find it always amazing to see how people have different personality traits come together and work as a team in any organization. So the personality dynamics at a work in such teams can be measured and interpreted by using DISCs. This enables finding out if any communication gaps are existing in the team, which can then be rectified. It's also amazing to see how people having difficulty in personality traits come together and work as a team in an organization. The personality dynamics that are at work in such teams can be measured and interpreted using DISC. So it's a tool that can be used to find out is what type of leadership is preferred for a type of group. Now, it empowers leaders. So leaders are known for their ability to foresee and create a dynamic environment that enables change. So DISC provides a framework to leaders that will help them find out how to best they can fine-tune their interpersonal relationships with different team members and contribute to further fine-tuning. This is exactly what we do too. You have team members, all have different personalities, but you fine-tune them and get everybody working together. We all have strengths and weaknesses, so you just work with people's strengths and their weaknesses. So DISC profile also helps those employees, or us team leaders, who aspire to move into a position of leadership by enabling to point out the areas where they need to add to their terms of leadership traits. So DISC profiling, you can go online. I was going to pull off one and give you a lead, but there's so many of them. You choose the one that suits you and do it for yourself. Do the profile. You probably have an idea of where your personality sits, but it'd be interesting to see whether that's is in line with the DISC profile. So anyway, thank you from me, Kim Wilkins. Next week will be Ida talking about branding yourself and finding your niche. Bye.